Psychotic underscore Nordland says, yes OFC.
It's
Psychotic underscore Nordland says, this game.
it's what I have on it's what I have on my game right now. I like on my computer. I only keep so many games.
Psychotic underscore Nordland says, the 2B costume.
Yeah. I can't afford it, I'm sorry. I'm just switching the game to...
Psychotic underscore Nordland says, as a recent Nier fanatic, I kind of want to see it in action.
I'm sure there will be perfect... there'll be like a ton of them. All right. There we go. Yeah, this is what the top looks like.
Psychotic underscore Nordland says, if you can afford it in the future, can you use the costume in a stream I watch next time?
Unfortunately, I'd have to afford it within the next 2
says,
days.
the robot costume is so cute.
I have to afford it within the next 2 days, or else I will never be able to obtain it again. Oh, 1 second.
Psychotic underscore Nordland says, RIP.
Well, let's try and get some wins.
Says, good luck trying to get it then.
Yeah, I need to get some wins.
Oxygenous Useful says, at Story Gamer 6, which part of the US are you from? Story Gamer 6 says, Oklahoma. Psychotic underscore Nordland says, I wish you luck cause I really do love 2B.
Of course you do. Like, I can afford 1 out of the 2 costumes.
Psychotic underscore Nordland says,
I think.
OFC I do. Oxygenous Useful says, I've always wanted to visit, it's on the list. Story Gamer 6 says, what? Oxygenous Useful says, Slime Scraper.
Yes. Why do you want to visit Oklahoma? Slime Scraper!
Psychotic underscore Nordland says, I have never been to the States. Story Gamer 6 says, there ain't nothing here.
I've been to the
Oxygenous
States
Useful
before.
Says, I have a friend who lives there.
Well, that
Story
would be a
Gamer
good
6
reason.
Says,
That would be a good
Psychotic
reason.
underscore Nordland says, I have only flown over the States in a plane, but I've never been in it actually.
I did a road trip as a child with my parents on a motorcycle. Through Vermont and New York State. Not, is it Vermont State?
Psychotic underscore Nordland says, oh that sounds fun. Oxygenous Useful says, I have. Whatever you do not take your layover there if you're going elsewhere.
Alright. Oh my god. What is with the lag? Oh my god. I'm failing miserably.
Story Gamer 6 says, Florida or Wyoming. They walk around carrying AR-15s in public, locked and loaded. Psychotic underscore Nordland says, what's a layover?
A layover is when you have to stop in there. Stop in the place.
Oxygenous Useful says, I'm a wee bit scared of guns.
I am also a wee bit
Story
scared
Gamer
of
6
guns.
says, I'm a hunter. Sad face. Psychotic underscore Nordland says, my bro owns too many guns. Psychotic underscore Nordland says, he has an AR-15.
Why does he need an AR-15?
XD. Story Gamer 6 says, I have 2 shotguns and an AR-15.
But why? Y'all are in Toronto.
Story Gamer 6 says, oh my AR-15 is real LOL. Story Gamer 6 says, my dad made it for me.
Like, I'm completely for people who hunt for food to have
Psychotic _ Nordland says,
a gun,
my bro's AR-15
but I'm
is
like,
airsoft. Story Gamer 6 says, never shot it once.
can we get off the topic of guns, please? Thank you.
Oxygenous Useful says, I was thinking of getting a baseball bat.
Make sure you put a sock on it.
Psychotic _ Nordland says, my bro got the AR-15 because there's a mobile game called Girls Frontline, and that one is his way to LOL. Oxygenous Useful says, but I figured I'd just punch whoever broke it. Oxygenous Useful says, why son?
In case somebody grabs the baseball bat, then you have a second shot at hitting them.
Says, because son.
Mainly it comes down to the fact that if somebody breaks into your house...
Oxygenous Useful says, nah, gonna use my fists.
Yeah.
Oxygenous Useful says, LOL at Psychotic _ Nordland.
All right. Am I literally... I'm surrounded by 2B? I think my entire team is 2B, except for me.
Psychotic _ Nordland says, now fists are too overrated, use your head.
We don't need her to lose any more brain cells, North.
Oxygenous Useful says, no. Spent 8 years doing karate. Fists are my friends. Oxygenous Useful says, also leave my lone brain cell out of this Sabrina.
Dude, I would like you to get back to doing what you need to do. We need to rule the world. I can't do this when you're having difficulty, like, thinking straight. Where are the rest of my guys? 8th, 7th. We're 7th. A very shaky 7th. No, we are out.
To lure you into a false sense of security.
Yeah, sure. Exit. All right.
Oxygenous Useful says,
Yeah. It was a really shaky 7. Alright, so we're going into multiple shows again. Another squad show. Skyline, Stumble. Okay. We got this.
Oxygenous Useful says, are they coming out with a new season soon? Story Gamer 6 says, I got blue belt in karate, purple in taekwondo. Oxygenous Useful says, which karate?
I hate these fans.
Mom00K13 says, I'm not very strong or fast, but I have a shotgun and a metal bat in the house, both in my room. Story Gamer 6 says, no idea XD. I was like a... Oxygenous Useful says, LOL.
Personally, I just look like I can fuck someone up, so people don't mess with me. I'm going up the side. Fuck it.
Mom00K13 says, I look too nice XD. Oxygenous Useful says, Sabrina, you also don't live alone, and you have row dogs.
Yes, but you say that like my dogs would do something. They're a Shih Tzu and a Yorkie. They will do shit. They will love the person to death. By the way, hey Mama Cook.
Psychotic_Nordman says, wow, Sabrina is getting progressively more and more viewers.
I keep wanting actually to catch one of your streams, but you're always streaming when I'm at work. I'm sorry. I am.
Psychotic_Nordman says, I guess she doesn't need me here.
I always need you here, North.
Plan to control the world.
Yeah, exactly. I always need you here, North. Know this. You are very important to me because I never get to talk with you at work.
Psychotic_Nordland says, I'm just another viewer to the viewer count.
No. No, you're not.
Psychotic_Nordland says, you message me quite frequently online though.
I do. Especially when I'm like, hey, I see that you have this.
So I don't know what you're on about, LMAO.
I did not get to speak with you my entire last day. Oh, that messed us up. I might need to be a bit more aggressive. Oh no, there's no way.
Oxygenous Useful says, avoid the bum plugs.
Yeah, we're not gonna make it though. We're 8th, top 5 to qualify. And 2 of our squad's already gone.
Oxygenous Useful says, go out in style.
I wish you would gain points as well when you like kill people.
Oxygenous Useful says, take peeps down with you. Oxygenous Useful says, lol. Psychotic_Nordland says, gain appreciation points.
Yeah.
Psychotic_Northland says, I joke.
That'd be great, though. Okay, I'm taking myself out of the squad mode.
Psychotic_Northland says, LOL, gain appreciation points by pushing people off.
Exactly. Like, here's the thing. Imagine you push someone off and it adds to your points. And then that way, there's a better chance of you winning.
It would be mania.
It would be. It would be mania, but it would be fantastic.
Says 25 points each time.
Yes! Yes! That would be excellent. I would like that. I would like that, please.
Psychotic_Northland says, imagine what you can get with those points.
A crown, and then get 2B. Alright, night
Oxygenous
fever.
Useful says, she doesn't know people off couldn't though. Oxygenous Useful says, off an asterisk.
No, I don't throw
Oxygenous
people
Useful
off.
says, knock asterisk.
No, I don't knock people off very often. Because if I'm playing alone, my goal is to survive. So why would I risk myself? If I feel like I'm about to die.
Makes it all the more worthwhile. Psychotic_Northland says, and for Sabrina to wreck more now. Oxygenous Useful says, strategy my friend, one less competitor.
Alright. Damn it, I got hit. Aw, second place. I mean, like, it's still second place, but... I was aiming for first. Oh well.
Oxygenous Useful says, woot woot.
I really do like that little black cat.
Psychotic_Northland says,
outfit.
wow, you made it over that though.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure how I did that either.
Psychotic_Northland says, I thought you were a goner for sure.
Oh, 100%. I assumed so as well. But hey, I'll take it. Now I'm just waiting for these people to like cross the line and do this stuff.
Oxygenous Useful says, doing emoted part of the tasks.
Yes, they are. I could have actually stood there and done them. It's 10 emotes for like 4 crown shards, I think. Or is it 2 crown shards? I don't remember. Certain number of crown shards for 10 emotes. I love it when sometimes it's like jump X amount of times. And I'm like, but like what? I bought my my lifting hooks today. They should be in by Monday. So the next time I go to the gym, I won't fuck up my arms quite so badly. Okay. What is next? What is next? Short circuit. I could do this one.
Mom00K13 says, just wondering, do you have a Discord server?
No, I do
Psychotic_1
not.
says, I might sleep soon BTW because I am exhausted.
Oh yeah, go for it, North. And yeah, no, Mama, I don't currently. My my quote unquote fans group is very, very small. And most of them are my friends.
Says, just thought I'd ask. Nervous face.
Oh, go. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Doesn't really bother me. It's just, you know, the reality of starting small.
Psychotic_Northman says, she knows most of us IRL already.
Yeah. Be completely honest.
Mom00K13 says, oh, XD.
Yeah. Oxygen's my best friend. And I've worked with North.
Says, I don't think she needs more platforms for us to be able to annoy her on LMAOO.
No, I really don't. Eventually, though, if I do start getting...
Says, I am.
Yeah. Yes, you are. Unfortunately, I do apologize. You've had to deal with me for 10 years. And I'm not going anywhere yet.
Mob00K13 says, well, I found her on either Twitter or TikTok or Instagram. I don't remember which XD. Oxygen is useful says, how sad.
I think it was TikTok. Because we're friends on TikTok.
Mob00K13 says, and yes.
Awesome, we're gonna make it. I'm more interested in the, like, actually getting to the end than doing the emotes.
Mob00K13 says, I make so many everywhere that I'm losing track of where XD.
Yeah.
Psychotic_Northland says, I already pestered her enough at work during the day. I think she's had enough of me already and doesn't need me on Discord LMAO.
Hey, one day if I ever need a Discord, if I ever get a Discord and I ever need a mod, just be warned, North. I got my eye on you. Because I can bug you IRL. And Oxygen's a little useless. I love you. I'm absolutely certain that Oxygen would try really hard. Mind you, Oxygen would be really good as a mod because she's like me, a little bit of a hard ass.
Psychotic_Northland says, LOLOL me. Mod. I guarantee you it would be a Sabrina cult where, every time you come in, we collectively roast you on a regular basis, so I wouldn't trust me if I were you.
Well, it's okay. We like a good roast around here.
StoryGamer6 says, I don't follow TOSXD.
Oh.
Psychotic_Northland says, and I would make Oxygen the mastermind and the leader of all the roasts. Oxygen is useful says, what is this mod? And is it as savage as it sounds?
A mod is a moderator, and you get to moderate who sticks around. If anyone's being if anyone's being harassing or just not generally nice, you get to put them in timeout or ban them or that type of stuff. Basically, you're a babysitter for my chat. But I never have that many people chatting at once, and everybody so far has been
super... Oh, yeah, that's me.
Yeah.
Mob00K13 says, yeah, with garlic, parsley, carrots, and potatoes. Oh, you meant the other thing. XD joking. Psychotic _ Nordland says, manager on duty. Story Gamer 6 says, I'm super mean.
Here's the joke at work, because up until tonight, I was taking phone calls for supervisor calls, and every single time that somebody would transfer them to me, because I'm super nice to my agents, they were like, oh my god, I feel so bad transferring them to you. And I'm like, it's okay, I have no soul. I will gladly tell the customer everything. And there's this one customer that we just, at this point, we hang up on them.
XD.
Yeah. So they're like, oh my god, I'm so sorry, it's you. And I'm like, I've been in call centers for 10 years.
Psychotic _ Nordland says, her soul is black like how she likes her coffee.
100%. Also, my clothing and my nails. I'm a goth at heart. I'm also very cheap, so I purchase clothing that is good and lasts, because I don't like replacing my clothing. So I'm wearing clothes that aren't really in my style anymore, but they're still good.
Story Gamer 6 says, good will God girl. Mob00K13 says, black heart, nervous face.
Okay. Whee! Okay. People, no, get off of me, guys.
Psychotic _ Nordland says, wow, how did you just get up there like that?
1 second.
Psychotic _ Nordland says, did you skip a few steps?
Yes. That is so hard.
Oxygenous Useful says, bye Felsia. Psychotic _ Nordland says, Psychotic _ Nordland says, what a shame.
It's not, okay, so that game is
Momic00K13 says,
hard.
So if you've been working there for 10 YRS, I'm guessing you're maybe 28? Not trying to get you to reveal your age, I'm just used to being the oldest. Nervous face.
I am 32. Don't worry, everybody. I'm pretty sure most people here know my age. I am 32, and North refuses to believe this.
Psychotic _ Nordland says, at most 28.
Here's the thing. I have oxygen.
K13 says, still older. Nervous face, 36.
Awesome. Here's the thing, North. I have oxygen who can back me up. She knew me when I was 18, and she knows what job I was working when I was 18. Meh. Hello, kitty. How are you, kitty?
Psychotic _ Nordland says, Oxygen can also lie. Momic00K13 says, I've been told I don't look old enough to be late 20s. Psychotic _ Nordland says, y'all are together.
Yeah.
Oxygenous Useful says, gotta lift the lid off that memory.
Yeah. So Mama, I have joint hypermobility syndrome, which, similar to hypermobile EDS, makes me look very young. So. Fuck. Pause. go.
Oxygen is useful, says. Psychotic underscore Northland says, also, if you met Oxygen when you were 18, and you've known each other for 10 years, and therefore you are 28, so hot.
We say 10 years because we feel old if we admit the truth.
Mob00K13 says, I think it's just because I have red hair and I'm a big girl, so it fills at the wrinkles and the hair distracts from the rolls. I mean curves XD.
Yes. I will say this one thing. We big girls have it, we have that we are so lucky, is that, oh no, we have a little bit more to fill out the wrinkles. Oh my god. No! Oh my god! No!
Mob00K13 says, yes.
Yeah. Big girls always look younger than they actually are. 100%.
Oxygen is useful says, the jump button is a thing, just putting it out there.
Oxygen, the next time I am together with you and we are playing this, and if Slime Scraper comes up, I'm just handing you the controller.
For dying. Yes, for no wrinkles XD.
Yes, exactly. By the way, I can't move my arms because guess who has decided that it's time to sleep in my arms?
Psychotic underscore Northland says, Winnie.
Yep. Winnie has decided to sleep in my arms.
K13 says, though, I've been losing weight lately, so now I have some flabby skin XD.
I feel this. I've started going back to the gym because the gyms are open where I am, and I am due to my issues. Yes, congrats, Mama, as well. Yeah, so I've started going back to the gym, but I forgot how much issues that my hands caused me. Oops, I kind of overdid it. So actually, my hands hurt.
Says, thank you, nervous face.
I love how what I see as the happy face, the voice text reads as nervous face. I don't know.
00K13 says, hugs. Mom00K13 says, so sorry.
Oh, for what? I'm confused. Oh. Fuck, I got pushed off. Fuck you! Sorry.
Mom00K13 says, I know, makes me sad. I think it's totally a happy face. And I said sorry for the hands hurting.
Oh, yeah, no, it's my own damn fault. I'll be completely honest. When you know you have issues with your hands and you do stuff like pull 90 pounds, yeah, it's my own damn fault. But I did order
Oxygen is useful says.
I did order some lifting hooks.
Putting this out there as well.
Oxygen.
Story Gamer 6 says, jazz hands.
I swear. Oxygen, if you were here, I would smack you. But you're not, so you're safe. Boom, 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 boom.
Oxygen is useful says, I know. Laughing face, I'm taking advantage. Mom00K13 says, XD they so sassy.
Oh, 100%.
Oxygen is useful says. Says, yeah, so make sure you jump a lot, Sabrina, but not too much.
It's okay, the bumper literally just
Oxygen
shoved me
says,
off.
At least one of us gets it. Momic00K13 says, LMAO.
You know,
Psychotic
there's
underscore Nordland says, got heated.
there's a reason that I made that TikTok
Oxygenous Useful says, I'm just
about.
pretend I didn't see the last 30 seconds.
There's a reason why I made that TikTok about me regretting sometimes giving my chat TTS. This is the reason.
Oxygenous Useful says, you get this only once.
Thank
Momic00K13
you. You're so
says,
kind.
BRB, gotta say goodnight to hubby, nervous face.
Go for it.
Psychotic underscore Nordland says, now Oxygen, you gotta pay close attention to every moment. You can't let even a single moment slip by. Psychotic underscore Nordland says, how else are we to blackmail her?
It's almost like this isn't on my it's almost like this isn't recorded on my channel.
Oxygenous Useful says, so far there is plenty of material without the last 30 seconds. Psychotic underscore Nordland says, oh I bet, but there's no such thing as having too many backups.
Fuck!
Oxygenous Useful says, you can do it, I sort of kind of maybe believe in you a bit.
I have done this before.
Oxygenous Useful says, never mind. Psychotic underscore Nordland says, LOL good joke Oxygen.
You know the worst thing? Is there's plenty of proof on my YouTube channel that I can do this.
Oxygenous Useful says, winky face. Story Gamer 6 says, no can do. Psychotic underscore Nordland says, proof. What? Where? I don't see nothing.
Yeah, I don't see anything here either tonight. Technically, I could just blame my hands because, like, I worked far too hard with my hands today. I will not blame the kitty that's asleep in my arms, though. I refuse. Even though my hands are in really awkward positions right now. Because she's too cute.
Oxygenous Useful says, we don't accept excuses here. Psychotic underscore Nordland says, of course, blame the cat, blame the exercising, blame the lag, rig HT right. Story Gamer 6 says, excuses are failure.
Technically, I said I wasn't going to blame the cat. Also, I never brought in the leg. My exercises, though, 100% I will blame.
Psychotic underscore Nordland says, you blamed the lag earlier.
I didn't blame the lag, I just asked why there was lag. Don't know how I saved that.
She's striking preemptively. Oxygenous Useful says, I love the bouncy noise. Reminds me of running over on bread.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. It does sound like
_Northland says,
hitting that
whenever I
unbread.
see you fall, I just keep thinking about your fall guys TikTok where you have to go up.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oxygenous Useful says, I love that one.
Yeah, I do too. Though we did manage to clip as well the one that just like I fall and everything works perfectly and I go right through the middle and I make it through for the ski fall one. But that's not on TikTok. That's here. Short circuit.
Story Gamer 6 says, be the turtle.
Be the turtle.
Psychotic _Northland says, she is the turtle. Psychotic _Northland says, the ninja turtle. Oxygenous Useful says, are we talking about the reptile or the chocolate? I need deets here.
I think the reptile.
Psychotic _Northland says, both. Story Gamer 6 says, the turtle and the hare.
You mean the
Oxygenous
tortoise?
says, like a hybrid. Cause that's just messed up. Psychotic _Northland says, the turtle chocolate shaped like the reptile turtle.
There we go.
Story Gamer 6 says, same shit.
Eee! Run!
Psychotic _Northland says, so many 2BS.
Yeah, this is what happens every single time.
Oxygenous Useful says, I like our chocolate reptile better.
I didn't cheat. They just left an opening.
Oxygenous Useful says, it's not cheating, just using the map to your advantage.
Yes, exactly. I'm bugging the cat a little bit.
Momic00K13 says, and I understand about not having a Discord yet. I technically don't even own one. I've not like just decided we were making me one and I'd like to stay the owner XD. Psychotic _Northland says, it's not cheating. You just know how to play the game.
Well, that's really nice of your kids, Mama. Okay, come on, kitty. If you're not going to be here, you're not knocking over my water. I'm putting that on the ground. Am I standing under it? I was, yes. No wonder I couldn't see it.
Oxygenous Useful says, LOL. Story Gamer 6 says, I miss cheat codes in games.
That is just like a whole other, like, generation of games.
Oxygenous Useful says, I don't mind grinding, but I also have a lot of time.
I do mind grinding. 2 seconds.
Oxygenous Useful says, so lucky.
Oh yeah, 100%. Very, very lucky, yes. 10 remaining. Now we could either be doing a final or like tiptoe. Or a two team game. Nope, just the final. I'll take it.
Momic00K13 says, yeah XD. And it's a pretty good one too. No judgment whatsoever. We have LGBT+, streamers and non-streamers, older and younger, Christians and pagans.
Oh, that is really cool. It's always nice to have a safe space. So stay away from Dr. Pigeon is what we've come to the conclusion of. I don't like the fact that I'm here.
Oxygenous Useful says, how do we know he's a doctor?
The top of it is Dr. Fall, and then the bottom is the pigeon bottom, which is why I call him Dr. Pigeon. Ooh, I made such a good move. Moving. And Dr. Pigeon is now gone.
I see.
So now we have a 2B, a dragon, a robot, and a boxer. Fuck you, dragon. Good move, but fuck you. We were close about getting a crown.
Psychotic_Northland says, okay, I sleep now.
Okay, night.
Good night. Oxygenous Useful says, nights north. Momet00K13 says, that's why I wanted it. Even have vets, neurodivergent people with mental struggles. And anyone who tries to upset it gets eaten. My hubby is the Banhammer XD.
Oh, yes. Always helpful to have a partner like that. I would love to make a Discord similar to this. However, with everything that's going on, plus the fact that I can barely keep track of everything that I currently have. Yeah.
Momet00K13 says, sleep well at Psychotic_Northland.
One great thing about working from home when you're neurodivergent, that you can stim all you want. Though right now, that's probably annoying. This is why I have fake like nails the way I do. I can just tap them together. Sorry, that was random. But it is something I do. My roommate has to deal with that. Well, that is until July 1st when she moves out.
Momet00K13 says, well, you could join mine, and all your friends here could go. As I said, it's a safe space.
Very true.
Momet00K13 says, 2, no go.
All right.
Story Gamer 6 says, I'm not safe. I'm dangerous.
All I have to say about that Sky is. What's it like to be a liar?
Story Gamer 6 says, liar. XD.
You're really actually quite chill. Okay, 1 second.
Story Gamer 6 says, LMAO.
I think Oxygen and I combined are a little bit more dangerous than from what I've seen so far, but then again, I have a minimal interaction with you.
Just offer, nervous face. We even have a place that streamers can advertise that they are streaming. No guarantee people will show, but it's there for the use.
Well, no, of course. There you go. Hey, I got the
Says, cross.
I got this though.
Oxygen is useful says, so silly.
But I got this. It's what I wanted.
Story Gamer 6 says, let's just say, I get banned from Discord's XD.
Okay, then you're just not polite.
Story Gamer 6 says, so I try not to get too involved anymore. Momic00K13 says, people get shushed before they get banned.
It's like a pre-warning.
Story Gamer 6 says, I'm not good for safe spaces. Trust me on that.
Sound good. All right.
Momic00K13 says, it's a literally role where they can't post or anything.
Ah. Yeah, you're definitely in timeout at that point.
Momic00K13 says, XD yup.
Run! We made it, we made it, we made it.
Story Gamer 6 says, well, I'll put on my dunce hat and sit in the corner the whole time XD.
It's like just preemptively put the shush on me. I'll just be a lurker. To be fair, I think I do lurk in a couple of Discords. Don't actually do much. Dizzy Heights.
Momic00K13 says, nah, we'd give you a chance to F up XD. Story Gamer 6 says, oh that would take 5 minutes.
All right. And we are doing good so far. I selected the wrong side. Might not matter. Haha! First place! Oh, my chest muscles hurt. You know, like after you've worked out and then you like stretch and then you forget that something ached? This is the feeling I'm feeling right now.
Story Gamer 6 says, if only first place would allow you to skip the next round.
Yeah, no, it doesn't. Just gives you more kudos. People remaining, so this can either be a 3-person game or individual game, or a 2-person game, a 2-team game rather, a 3-team game, a 2-team game, or individual game. We shall see. Okay. Sure. This might be where I die. To be fair, this is where a lot of people die. This has become the new slime climb.
Says, Story Gamer 6 says, just become Master Yi.
God damn it, I can't move when I'm doing this. Oh, fuck it. It's not worth my time. I hate hooking on other people. Fuck! Did I mention I hate hooking on other people?
Oxygenous Useful says.
Yeah. I swear I can do this. Like, this game.
Story Gamer 6 says, that's why you're Master Yi and not Pi.
Like, I have successfully done this game multiple times, but at this point, like, no. There's no proof of this on stream. Okay, 32 people. I'm like determined to at least get through it once on stream. Just to be like, see, I can do it. All right.
Story Gamer 6 says, Thomas the Train.
Yes. I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. But here's the thing is I know I can. I've done it before multiple
Mom
times.
00K13 says, XD.
I prefer being in the...
K13 says, so do you mind if I ask, what do you need to become affiliate?
You mean me? Just the 50 followers. I have my average up. I have how many times I stream, hours. It's just the followers.
Mom 00K13 says, yes you, nervous face, I'm already affiliate.
Oh, congratulations. But to be like for me anyways, I kind of stream, I won't say half-heartedly. It's just I also work full-time and until literally, come on, until literally like today I was working until 11:30 at night. So it makes it a little bit more difficult for me, or it made it more difficult to actually get like a consistent schedule, which I'm okay with. Okay. Eee! See? I can do it. Huh. I can do it.
Oxygenous Useful says, yes. Story Gamer 6 says, I didn't see anything.
Of course you didn't. I'm almost tempted being like, okay, and that's it. But there's going to be more.
Mom 00K13 says, so only when it's convenient, which is fine. I only stream Tuesday, Friday and Sunday unless my chronic pain acts up or my mental beauty tanks. Oxygenous Useful says, I will award you with fish next time I see you.
Thank you. Yeah, I feel this, Mama. I typically... Tonight's stream, it was kind of like a whim. I felt like doing it, and then Oxygen was like, oh, I'm not going to make it to tomorrow's stream, which is like the religious stream. I do that one unless I'm away. Because it's the only time I play Code Vein is on that stream on Saturday night. So, yeah. I feel this. I also feel with the chronic pain. The chronic pain sucks. I feel you on that one.
Oxygenous Useful says,
every time I
LMAO.
see... Yes. Oxygen, it's just this. And
Mom
every...
00K13 says, XD mental health not beauty LMAO.
I understood. I understood. Every single time that you like post on TikTok that you're not feeling great, I get sad. Duck. Duck. Damn pigeon. Now it's just my ineptitude. Okay, one last one before we go.
Oxygenous Useful says, OMG, I just cackled.
Of course you did.
Oxygenous Useful says, my neighbors must think I'm nuts.
Let's be honest, this is what y'all really want to see. You want to see me struggle. Oh, Oxygen, if they don't already know that you're nuts, just wait till we play more video games at your house. And then they will know for a certified fact that you're nuts.
Oxygenous Useful says, they don't see me often.
No, because you're a little gremlin.
Oxygenous Useful says, I'm a hermit, laughing face.
You're a little gremlin. Right. Last time through the gauntlet.
Oxygenous Useful says, Gremlin vs Hermit. Debate begin.
I'm too focused for my debate. Give me a sec. Come on. Oh, fuck. No. Stay away from that flippy pad. Oh my god. 1 second. Oh, okay. We got through. Again. You see, I can do it. That's twice in the stream.
Oxygenous Useful says, you just gave any 4 heart attacks.
You just... Oh, you mean... You? You just gave... I just gave you 4 heart attacks?
Useful says, me asterisk.
I was like, who's any?
Oxygenous Useful says, you don't remember any? For shame.
The only any I know is for anyone.
Oxygenous Useful says, if you don't remember then I won't remind you. Mob00K13 says, yeah, I feel the same for the other people I follow who live with chronic pain as well. I share it because so many people don't understand. They say stuff like, well I hope you get better, and that's not correct. It's I hope your day gets better, I hope you feel better soon, or I hope they find a way to help you.
Yeah. I feel this. Because the thing is, it's more like, I hope that your flare-up goes away. It's not something that will go away. and I recognize it, but I kind of wish there was just this magic pill that like everyone could take and then suddenly everyone is better.
Mom00K13 says, yes.
The worst thing is that half the time we cause our own flare-ups. Have you noticed this with chronic pain? Or at least my chronic pain. I cause my own flare-ups. Oh, fuck. I messed up, but thankfully I'm early enough to fix it.
Mom00K13 says, oh yeah, mine are linked with my emotions. Mom00K13 says, and certain foods.
Oh my god, I can't. Why am I failing so hard? No! I just died. Mine are linked to the usage of my body. And I really shouldn't be using my body as much as I do half the time. And then it's just like, yeah, no, you fucked up. All right. I'm not doing that again. Y'all have seen enough of my struggle. Oh my lord. Not a single
Mom00K13 says, so since I've been trying very hard to avoid the foods, now it's just trying to get the emotions XD. Oh, I know what EDS is.
Yes. It is so annoying. Having it's so annoying. It's okay. It's life, right? We just gotta deal and we gotta make the best of it. Which is why I play a lot of video games with controllers. Which is fine. Alright, but I will leave that here for this episode, for this stream. It has been fun. You have seen me fail multiple times. But also proof that I can do it when I don't fuck up too hard. Yeah, I agree with you, Mama. So, have a good night. If y'all want to join me tomorrow night, I will be playing Code Vein from 10:30 to about 2:30 a.m. Or 2 a.m. tomorrow. And if not, I'll catch you on the next stream.
I'll message you on TikTok if you want the Discord.
Sounds good. Thanks, Mama. So have a good night, guys. Thanks again for joining. Night.
Oxygenous Useful says, buys.